Kyle, it is now official. We are getting John Wick 5. This is coming to us from a Lionsgate executive. And he was talking. He was like, look, we've got the ballerina coming. We've got John Wick 5 now in development. Says which we've announced, which we've known for a while that they've been trying to work on a John Wick 5. So this is only further confirmation about John Wick 5. He says, we've got some other spin offs coming too, another TV show, and a game. So, look, we know the other spin off after the ballerina is Kane. And we know Donnie Yen himself is going to be directing that, which I cannot fucking wait for. That's gonna be, I don't know if you can see it here or not, but I've got my John Wick figures right there. There might not be in a Kyle's shot or not. But yeah, another TV show. God, I hope it's not a second season to the Continental, because the last episode of the Continental, I remember we were watching that together and we were laughing at how bad it was.
Such a disappointment.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. And a game as well. But anyway, what we're here to talk about is John Wick 5. Now, look, we've said many times, we've gone back and forth on this topic many times as well. So, yes, it'd be great if it could end with 4. 4 was perfect, in my opinion. The John Wick trilogy, quadrilogy, and for me, I wouldn't say it gets better as it goes on. I think it's, in terms of quality, it's 2, 1, 3, then 4. 4 being the best. So, look, the 5th one, it's officially happening now. Even though Keanu's been saying that I might be a bit too old for it, my knees are getting a bit too old for this shit. Do they maybe have this as like a passing the baton sort of film? Like John Wick as a young apprentice. Maybe it's just a continuation of the ballerina. Who knows? Ana de Armas' character in it. And look, I've always said from the beginning, if Keanu wants to do it, Chad Stahelski wants to do it, then I want to see it. But if it's just the studio wants to do it and you don't get Chad Stahelski coming back, and maybe they pay Keanu, I will give you this much to come back, right? Fair enough. You can't blame him for that. But a big thing for me to be excited about this is Chad Stahelski coming back to do it. We know Chad Stahelski had to come back and pretty much reshoot the entirety of the ballerina, because that was supposed to come out last year. So a film where it was like, after the Continental came out, was like, can the ballerina be good? Look, they've had 4 perfect films. The first spin-off, it were crap. And then we're hearing all these other things, but then you hear Chad Stahelski had to come in and basically just do it from scratch. Oh, great, this is basically just John Wick again, and we know Keanu's going to be in, from what we're hearing, not a little cameo in that film. He's going to be in quite a bit of it. So we're still getting more John Wick.
People complaining that, they don't give Ana de Armas a chance to breathe as this new character, forcing John Wick in there.
And it's set between 3 and 4 in it, the ballerina.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Yes. So it's obviously it's not going on from that John Wick being dead thing. Like you can read that however you want at the end of that. It's left up to interpretation. If you think he's dead, he's dead. If you think he's alive, he's alive. Looks like he's alive now, though, because they're doing John Wick 5. Oh, hey, that rhymed.
I mean,
Kyle,
yeah,
I know your thoughts on this.
Yeah, you do.
We've had a few new subscribers though since the last time we spoke about John Wick 5. It was 2 logos ago, our last video I checked. So we've evolved. So
we have.
Lay it down for us.
I mean, the logos for our channel have evolved. My opinion on this has not changed, unfortunately. I still think that, I get what you're saying. Like, Chad Stahelski wants to do it. Obviously, Keanu Reeves still wants to do it. If they're doing it, then I have more faith in it. And I agree with you in that sense. I don't think it's going to be crap. I think we'll probably get some good. It's just, they ended it in such a perfect way. And it's very difficult for me to say, like, oh yeah, okay, here's another one where it continues it. This is going to be the end. And then the end happens. And, I think the reason why I'm so butthurt about this column is because the John Wick films just seamlessly end and then start. Like, they just do it so well, where it feels like a part 1, part 2, part 3.
Well, all of them, apart from one, you could say John Wick 1 was the perfect ending to John Wick.
Yeah. It's difficult to say, man, because, like I say, I'm definitely up for another John Wick film, and I'm happy with the 4 that we've got. You know, I love 3, I know you love 4, but for me, it's just get your fucking plastic toys away, you child.
Look at all them behind you, dickhead!
Yeah, but mine are better. No, I'm joking.
They're not.
You made me lose my train of thought. So, my opinion really hasn't changed. I'm up for the spin-offs if there's Chadster. Yes. If he is involved in some way or another, if he's able to sort of oversee these other films, even if they have a different director, then great, I am excited. Now, with the 5th film, I'm kind of like, why? You know what I mean? You've got all this time, you have a lot of stuff to do. You could show John Wick in his prime, you could do all this and do that. You continue in this after it's had such a perfect ending at when the previous films 1, 2, 3, and then obviously, you know, leading into 4, you had that nice seamless transition to each of the films where it was like, okay, this part's done, let's get to the next one, let's get to the next one. Okay,
Yeah.
we've had a nice ending there now. That's where I'm like,
Look,
why did you end it that way then? Why not just leave it a bit more open if you were thinking of doing another one? That's where I'm like...
Because what you're saying there, you can see 1 is the standalone film, and 2, 3, and 4 are actually the trilogy, if you know what I mean. Where they're like the through line, full connected story all the way through, where there was thinking about the others. Obviously, they was going to do a John Wick 5, but then COVID happened, and the plan was to shoot 4 and 5 back to back. But then they were saying Keanu were getting old, and it's like, so I just hope this isn't the studio wants it, you know, and they just get enough money thrown at them, and they think, fuck it, we've done 4 really good ones, let's just do this one now and sail off into the sunset, when they've already sailed off into the sunset. You know what I mean?
That's what I mean. It doesn't make any sense to my head. So I'm more like, let's just get Kane out. I want that
is
out.
The one
I
I'm
want
the
to
most
see
excited
that.
for.
Yeah, and then obviously
Donnie Yen
Ballerina.
Directing.
Yeah,
Donnie Yen starring.
See, the thing is, like, I'm excited, so excited now, especially after that trailer for Ballerina, where I'm like, oh shit, this looks fucking awesome. And that's even without Keanu Reeves popping up in that trailer. I was like, yes, this is awesome. You've won me over. And Kane, obviously, such a great character. I want to see more of him. I want to see more of the other characters in the John Wick films. I want to see more of... I can't remember his name, but the dude he stabs in the second one in the chest.
It's Cassius, is it?
I think it's Cassius. I think so.
Yeah.
You're better at names than me. I'd like to see him pop up again. You know, not saying give all these characters
No, Cassius.
Cassian.
No, Cassian. No, it is Cassian.
Let me finish. I want to see these characters pop up again, but I don't want them to do a thing of like, oh, let's give this guy a spin-off, let's give her a spin-off, let's, you know, have this group have a spin-off. I don't want that. I want this universe to sort of connect a bit more and have these characters pop up here, there, and that. And they've kind of done that already with Ballerina, with John Wick showing up in Ballerina.
Yeah.
So, you know, just kind of the side characters in each of the John Wick films, have them pop up in something. Have them pop up in Kane. Have them pop up in John Wick 5. You know, so that's where I stand with it. I'm looking forward to it, and I will watch it, and I'm sure it's going to be a blast, and I'm sure it's going to be a good time at the cinemas. I just think you could have done Kane instead.
And that's the direction it looked like they were going. Because they had a post-credit scene and everything, and it was like Kane related, and it's like, oh, so this is the future now. But look, they are going the Kane direction.
We're still getting Kane, obviously. I you know, I'm glad that Kane is still on the table, but it's just like, can we have that and then just leave John Wick alone? Like, if he's gonna pop up in the films, fine, do that. If he has like a nice little cameo, fine. But obviously, I hate cameos now where they're just there for the sake of it, unless it's like, say like Ready Player One. That's where I
Yeah.
like draw the line. I'm like, okay, that's fine, makes sense. But when it's a big character like that, it needs to have a bit of a story purpose there. And a good example is obviously Spider-Man: No Way Home. Gotta mention it every time. It's a great
Uh,
film. So that's where I stand with it, anyways. But
see what Kyle's trying to do here is trying to get us on the segues because we might as well go on to our next topic if he's bringing up
ah,
Spider Man.
yes,
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
yeah. So yeah, like I say, my thoughts on it. John Wick 5.
Don't give a shit.
If Chad and Keanu want to do it, like want to do it, then I want to see it. But if they're not that bothered, then neither am I. So yeah. Anyway, let's get on to the next topic, Kyle.